out to my dude, man, Mikey T, the movie star, man. Y'all know what we doing. You heard? Whenever we link up, you heard? It's your boy Kid, man. Ready now, oh, appreciate you, heard? Get right, you heard? Crooks is out now.
You know, a lot of people know you from linking with Lil Wayne with Miss Officer, but you had previously linked with Lil Wayne to form the Squad Up. Can you
Yeah,
tell me how all that occurred?
yeah. Um, through like one of the big homies you did from around the way, Mule. You know what I'm saying? He was real like close friends with Fee and you know what I'm saying, like a lot of other people that was around Wayne. And one day, like he told me, he just was like, man, like, man, I'm gonna bring you, I'm gonna bring you up that bottom niggas you dig and let you rap for 'em. And time went by, you know what I'm saying, and like at the time, like I wasn't really, even thinking about that, cause like where we from, bro, like fucking like dreams and shit like just don't exist. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, like when he, just told me that shit, like I just didn't, I didn't really think it was gonna be real. And one day that nigga came and got me, man. He came and got me, picked me up. Me and my little cousin Mike, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to my little cousin Mike. Um, we went up there. I rapped for dude, and like it was history. You know what I mean? Like real talk, like it was history for real, for real.
So, you know, man, I want to ask you. You had spoke about it a little bit earlier, but what did that do for everybody on Mazan, and what did that do for everyone you knew when Lil Wayne started rocking with y'all and Squad
Man,
Up formed?
hey man, I'm gonna tell you, man, just me alone, bro. Like going as far, like as I went with it and shit, bro. It gave the whole city hope. You know what I'm saying? Like it made everybody want to rap. It made everybody feel like they could do it. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, it's like, like man, that's like, you feel me? Like I'm not one of them dudes that just came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? For real, like,
Built up
like,
the name.
yeah, like it's people that actually know me. So for them to, what I mean, like see me actually doing this shit, it's like, yo, like, man, I could, man, I know I could do it if he could do it. You know what I'm saying? For real. And like I was a lot of inspiration for a lot of niggas, man, for real. And I get that all the time. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I get that all the time, bro. Like, like the youngers and shit come run up to me or whatever and just be like, yo, bro, like you my motivation, bro. You my inspiration, bro. You one of the reasons I started doing this shit. And you know what I mean? Because I was always one of them dudes, man. Like I could be just getting off tour, you know what I'm saying? Whole worldwide tour, whatever, this and that. You know what I'm saying? I'm right back in the hood. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right back in the hood. Like, right back at the block parties and you did shit like that, you feel me? Because I was still living, my same regular life.
Evidently,
You know what I mean?
after you got the call from 50 Cent,
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
to your regular life.
Yeah. No matter, like, what it was, man, doing, the Wayne shit, everything. You know what I'm saying? I was still me. You feel me? Like I was still me, still, just hanging around the same people, still doing, all the same shit. You feel me? So, like that gave, like I said, like that gave a lot of, a lot of people hope. You know what I'm saying? For real. That gave a lot of people hope, man. For real, for real.
So, how did it work with Wayne bringing y'all in? Was it like Squad Up? Did it become Cash Money? Like, how did all that work?
It was like when I got with dude and everything, like he was just like starting to like just think of a name or whatever and stuff like that for real. And that's how Young Money actually like was started. You know what I'm saying, for real, because it was like I guess he just wanted, you know what I'm saying, some artists or whatever first, and Like once I got with him and stuff, it's like we started thinking of all that after, like after we got in the studio and went to recording and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's when we started just coming up with the, like, yeah, we're gonna call us ourselves Young Money and shit like that. Now as far as like the squad name, like him and his little partners and everything, which was like, like Gutter Gutter and
Absolutely.
T Streets and Mario and Sam and all them, like they was already like his friends. They was already calling themselves Squad. You know what I mean? They was already calling themselves that. That was just like their little clique. You know what I'm saying? But when I came around, it turned into a rap thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, in retrospect, I want to ask, do you really think you were a good fit for Cash Money or Young Money? Looking back at it, how do you think it?
Um, yeah, man. Like, we all from New Orleans, and you know what I'm saying. It was like, it was a New Orleans thing. You know what I'm saying? It was a New Orleans thing, bro. Like, no matter, like how you look at it, you feel me? Like, man, Wayne on the track is, like you could hear the chemistry. You could, you know what I'm saying? you could really like feel that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like for real, like for real.
Yeah, because I know you had told me that Squad Up built a buzz to where you guys took a meeting with Jay Z,
Yep,
but
yep,
Birdman was also interested.
yep, yep. But that was after like, like we like separated from Wayne. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
As a squad, like we separated from Wayne. You feel me? And we did our own thing for a minute. You feel me? We did our own thing for a minute. And that's when we, took the meeting with Jay Z and shit like that. And of course, like, Baby was interested in shit. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we was the hottest shit in the city. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like, so, yeah, man, for real. Like, all that shit was cool, but, niggas just ain't, you know, I don't know, man. He did, like, niggas just wasn't right, I guess. Yeah, for real.
Did you guys actually go back to take that meeting with Birdman though, or was it more like you heard they were interested thing?
Nah, nah, nah. We ain't never, like going to meet with dude. You know what I mean? Because you gotta think about it like this too, bro. Like you can't just, like walk away from Wayne and then go fuck with Baby.
It would have looked crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Not even look crazy, but you'll put yourself in a crazy predicament. You know what I'm saying? For real. Even though, but the thing is, like, no matter what, like, even though, like, it still would have been all good and shit like that because, like, we all know each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody know each other, you feel me? And, niggas been around niggas for years and shit like that. So, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it still would have been like, like, come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That just that wouldn't have been just all the way solid type shit.
Yeah, Wayne would have had to been with the group if that was the case.
hmm Well, not necessarily, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily, you feel me? But it
Well,
just would,
he should have been with the group if that was the case then. You know what I mean? If you guys were going to do the deal with Birdman, it would have probably only been right.
yeah. But that's the thing, man. Around that time, bro, like, a lot of people don't know, man. Like, Wayne always wanted to separate himself from Baby, bro. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like all that little shit that they went through and stuff, you know what I'm saying? He did a couple years ago and shit. Like, man, dude been, wanted to separate himself from Baby. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
He had the opportunity when Jay-Z came to him and tried to sign him
Yeah,
to Def Jam.
yeah, yeah.
But Birdman offered him, you know what I mean? The president, I think he offered him being the president of Cash
Nah,
Money or something
nah,
like that at that point.
nah, I don't think it was that, bro. It's just like when you around people like for your whole life and shit, man. Like no matter what, you know what I mean? Cause I ain't gonna front like what I realized with Wayne. Like, and with Babe and shit, like it wasn't really about the money. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really about the money, man. It was just more like look, man, like we family, whatever, shit like that. You know what I mean? You gotta think, man, like Wayne been around baby since he was like, I think like 12, 13 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe
That
younger than
shit.
that.
Yeah, and like that's the thing. And like when you around people that really like put you in the game and all that there, man, no matter what they doing, you know what I'm saying, behind closed doors and shit, you gonna always feel like you owe them. You know what I'm saying? You gonna always feel like you owe them something. You feel me? Because they did something for you you did when nobody else did. You know, and I think that's what it was that Wayne was, like kind of holding on to. And plus, you gotta think, like Wayne was all baby had at one time.
Yo, kid, did you ever have a relationship with BG? And do you think you guys will record when he gets home in the next few days?
Um, I never, I never really like had a real like personal relationship with BG. You know what I'm saying? Like I just met his son not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? A couple months ago. You know what I mean? Shout out to that boy, man. He did cooler nigga. I never really had a real relationship with BG, but we know so many of the same people. You know what I'm saying? For real. What a lot of people don't know, before he was rapping Uptown and all that shit there, you know what I'm saying? That nigga stayed off Mazak. That nigga stayed around Mazak. Yeah. Yeah. See, it's a lot of shit for real, bro. Like, you stay around there, and like when he used to be like certain places, you know what I'm saying? And moving around downtown, you know what I'm saying, hollering at my people and shit, like getting this shit, you know what I'm saying? Cause at the time, like, he was, like he was drugging, you know what I'm saying? He was drugging, and you know what I'm saying, whenever he'll go around and, you know what I'm saying, get, nigga call me. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? They got PG right here. Woo, you know what I'm saying? Nigga put him on the phone. You're there, we'll, talk or whatever. But we never, like, really linked up and, you know what I'm saying? And chilled or nothing like that. You feel me? Now, we done been in insane spots together. You know what I mean? Shit like that. You hear me? But, like, we never really, really, like, really, really linked like that.
He got sentenced to 14 years for some for gun possession charge. The
Yeah.
laws in New Orleans are that crazy?
Man, nah, it ain't. It wasn't just about the gun possession, man. It was, like when you got a track record, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got track record, bro. They add all that shit to it. You know what I mean? For real, like when you get caught with something over like 3, 4 times, you know what I'm saying? They gonna hit you with a, they gonna hit you with a big sentence. You feel me? For
Well,
real.
free BG, man, free B Jizzle.
Yeah, man, free Jizzle, man, for real, man. In New Orleans, we got the free BG Fridays. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
For real, man. Free Doogie.
I want to speak about Gilly the Kid and Lil Wayne. Were you around when the two of them were actually both on Cash Money? And did your paths ever cross?
Man, I've been met Gilly, man. Yeah, like I was there. You know what I'm saying, when he was around, but Gilly was more like, like with Babe and him. You know what I mean? Like when we was fucking with Wayne, like Wayne, like we'll tell, like Wayne always kept us with him. You feel me? So we only, like we hung with Wayne. You feel me? Uh, but like yeah, like I might get it a few times or whatever. But we wasn't around when they fell out and shit. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like we wasn't around like when they fell out and shit though. For real. For real. For real.
So, first and foremost, I want to ask, do you believe that there's any truth to Gilly writing for Wayne? Did you ever see Wayne as the type of cat that needed someone to write for
Um,
him? We all know he spit off the top of the dome later in his career.
yeah. Well, but I'm gonna keep it a buck, right? It probably wasn't that kind of situation. Like as far as like, him writing for Wayne and shit, it probably was something that, Gilly probably said, that Wayne probably took and put in the verse. You know, like I could see that happening because Wayne did that to me a lot. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like, even like when it came down to me, like real talk, bro, it'd have been like, yo, like, man, bro, like, it's crazy, bro. Like, I ain't never like, really talk about it like publicly to people and shit, but bro, like, it's a lot of like cover verses, bro. Like, that homie, you know what I'm saying? Like, done took and revised, you know what I'm saying? For him and shit. You know what I mean? For real. So, but I never say like I wrote for him. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. You know what I'm saying? But I could see that type of situation happening. You feel me? But as far as actually just sitting down and write something for me, like nah, I don't see that happen. You know what I mean? Like I don't see that happening. At all.
Even when he was spitting off the top of the dome, just going into the booth, I mean, somebody could say something in conversation. Maybe you hear it on a record 10 minutes later. Is this the type of thing you're talking about?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. You know what I mean? For real, like shit like that. You know what I mean? Or it could have been like, they probably did a song, Gilly probably spit some fire shit on something. You know what I'm saying? And but and Wayne probably, what I'm saying, used, a couple of his bars, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But as artists too, I'm not gonna front, bro. Sometimes like you could rap some shit and hear somebody else song that they say the same shit. You know what I mean? For real. Because I'm being honest, bro. Like it's so many songs like that I got. You feel me? That like niggas, be dropping their music and shit, come out and shit. I hear so many niggas say the same shit that I say. You know what I mean? Nah, you know what I mean? Like who am I to be like, oh man, damn that nigga must have heard that shit and took my shit. You know what I mean? Like, nah, you feel me? For niggas probably was feeling the way I was feeling. You know what I'm saying? At that time. You did for real. You hear me? Shit, like, it's up to me as an artist. Like, go back, take that scrap, that shit. You know what I mean? For real. You hear me? For get more creative about your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like facts, dude. You know what I mean? For real. But like even like well look, like on the story, let me them drop some history for you.
Okay, let's go.
Back in the day, like with the squad shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I started Wayne with that. Like, like rapping off the dome and shit. You know what I mean? Real talk. And it ain't like this ain't nothing like, oh, I just told him to start doing it. Nah, you did like when we used to like record with the squad, we was doing the squad up shit. Wayne used to come to the studio, bro, with like 10 tablets and you know what I'm saying? For real, dog. Like that niggas there like 10 fucking rap books, pages of raps, you know what I'm saying, stacked up on the table and shit.
Oh, computer tablets.
Nah, not computer tablets, like the writing tablets. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, like just buku, pages of raps, you know what I'm saying, that he wrote down. And at that time, like, cause like I said, bro, like I never thought that I'd be in that position. So I didn't have a lot of raps like that. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Mm,
So I'm not about to tell him that. You know what I'm saying?
yep.
So when it was time to record, and he'd be like, "Yo, kid, like, like your time, you know what I'm saying? Your turn to get in that bitch." I'm not about to turn around and say, "Oh, I don't got no rap. Hold up, wait till I write a rap." And you know what I mean? Shit like that. Like I'm not about to do that. You hear me? Nigga, when like fuck that. You hear me? Like put me in that motherfucker. So, I was getting in there and like I didn't have a rap. So I'm making that shit up as it, you know what I'm saying, as it going along. You feel me? And after and real talk, bro, like after probably like about 2, 3 songs of doing that, that shit just started clicking to me. Real talk, bro. And like since then, I haven't wrote a rap since then. Like real talk.
That's
And
dope.
but as like probably like a week or something go by, you heard me? Like everybody started noticing that shit. And they're like, nigga, you freestyling that shit? Like you yeah. I'm like, well, nah, I ain't, I ain't really freestyling it. Like, I'm thinking of the shit, you know what I'm saying? And you feel me? Like, nigga stop, punch in, come back, you feel me? Shit like that, you hear me? But I ain't leaving out that booth until I finish my verse. You know what I mean? And just so happened, like, that shit was just coming like, you feel me? So like he called that shit and he was just like, man, fuck that. Like they like fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if not doing that shit, I'm about to do this shit too and whatever this and that. You know what I mean? For real. And we ended up what song that was we did it was on the squad mixtape. Huh, damn. But long story short, like you know what I'm saying, like he went in there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he did his shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He was in there. Because every time, like, when I was with Wayne, bro, whenever he used to record, he used to like me to be, like, in the booth with him. You know, I don't know why. Like, that nigga just be like, okay, man, come stay in the booth with a nigga. And you know what I'm saying? I guys used to hype him up and shit. You feel me? But shit, like he started doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's still like, he had his raps, his rap sheets, you know what I'm saying? That he wrote also. You feel me? But as time went on, you know what I mean, that's how he just started to record, you know what I mean? For real. But I was already doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I was doing it at a fast pace. You know what I mean? For real, like for real, like I was doing my shit at a fast pace, and then like Wayne, like he'll get in there, he'll say like 2 bars, you know what I'm saying, 1 bar, 2 bar, you know what I'm saying. Then he'll sit, you know what I'm saying, think for like about 10, 20, 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying. Then then come back with another bar, you feel me? Shit like that, you feel me? For real, like which is way smarter to do, you know what I mean? For real, but like I said, like at that time, like he was, top level talent. So he already knew, like he knew what to say
Yeah.
on beat. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if you had seen the clip, but Machine Gun Kelly was saying that Lil Wayne came to record a song on his album. I think his new rock influenced music, I'd have to say it is. And he said he went out to write the record or on his phone, I guess, and he smoked 15 blunts, kid. So when you say like you couldn't take your
Yeah,
time to write the record when it was your turn, because people would be taking their time to write some shit. That's why you kinda had to pop in there on the fly, I guess.
yeah, man, for real. But like I said, like with dude, like he knew what he wanted to say. Like for me, it was more like I know I'm just about to, getting that bit talk some street shit, and you know what I mean. So that's why like shit was just coming fast for me. But as I started, really being around him and seeing how just more like articulate he was with the bars that he was saying. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And everything being really well thought out of, you know what I mean? Instead of just rapping, you know what I'm saying? And just rapping, you feel me? Like I was like, okay, you know what I mean? And that shit kinda, just made me better and just being in the studio, period. You know what I mean, with somebody that just loved the being there. You know what I mean? For real. Like he was one of them dudes like he loved to be in the studio for real, bro. Like we'll be in the studio all day, leave from the studio, get on the tour bus, and set the studio up on the tour bus. You know what I mean? For real, bro. And like that always let me know, like man, and for a person like me, like I always felt like I gotta work just as hard as dude and even harder. You know what I mean? Because this is where I'm trying to be. You know. So yeah, man. Shout out to dude, shout out to home.
What's up, man? So, recently Gilly the Kid has had major success with $1 million worth of game. It
Shout out
se
to Gil.
Yeah, it seemed like he was trying to get Lil Wayne on the show, but everything went left. Did you catch that whole story of Gilly and Lil Wayne coming together, shaking hands, and separating within seconds?
Um, like I would have loved to see that. I would have loved to see, Wayne up there. You know what I'm saying? And and them talking and you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You feel me? Cause then, cause then, you would have got the actual story that everybody wanna know. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? For real, cause then you could have got to the well, you said you rolled for me. Well, yeah, nigga, this song right here. And you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like you would have got down to whatever you really wanted to know about the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? For real. But to see how everything kind of like went left, you feel me? Like that was, what I mean? That shit was crazy. Cause like for a nigga like me, it's like, when you actually like know niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like in real life, all that type of shit is just like certain shit you feel like it ain't even called for. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Do you think Lil Wayne will do the interview, or do you think that's a dub?
Oh, yeah, he ain't gonna do it, man. He ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it. I wish he would, but he ain't gonna do it. It'll be great. You know what I'm saying?
I kind of feel like if that meeting didn't go left and they had left it at a first introduction, they could have continued to work at getting the interview done. Or do
Man,
you think it
like,
just isn't going to happen because of the history?
yeah, I'm gonna tell you, like, man, Wayne, like, he, you know, he not gonna, like, if it's like a real like confrontation type of thing, you know what I'm saying? He not gonna approach it like, you know what I'm saying? For real. So like, he wasn't really gonna do it from jump, for real. Cause that's one thing about it, man. If you want to make something happen, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna happen. You did regardless. Cause think of even with all right, give you a scenario, right? I just like this. The problem that Birdman had with the Breakfast Club didn't stop Birdman from going on the Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You feel me? Like, for real, like he still went on the Breakfast Club, even though he felt however the fuck he felt, and he let them know how he felt. You know what I'm saying? He let them know how he felt. You feel me?
Shut them down in just a few words.
Yeah, and the same thing, like, cause that's how you supposed to approach shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause like this internet extra shit, bro, like that shit there, like we ain't come from that era, for one. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't come from that era, bro. So and the thing is, bro, like these like internet trolls and you know what I'm saying, and just followers and shit like that, they make shit way worse than what it should be. For real, bro. Like they make shit way worse than it should be, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's gonna always tell a lot of people, relationships further apart. You know what I'm saying? Than actually coming together. You feel me? Because they always gonna feel like they got shit to prove to a bunch of motherfuckers that could, you know what I'm saying, that really don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? For real, bro. Like, and that shit crazy.